Congress is moving to mandate kill switches in AI systems, forcing builders to design for safety and control from the ground up. Anthropic just dropped $10 billion on compute infrastructure, highlighting the escalating arms race for raw AI power. And a new benchmark reveals a critical gap in today's models that could define the next wave of genuinely intelligent products. No BS AI briefing, brought to you by Proactive AI. Welcome back. I'm your host, Vikash Sharma, and this is where builders get straightforward AI news without the fluff. Alright, let's dive into some truly high signal items that hit my desk this week. We've got a mix of heavy hitting policy, massive infrastructure plays, and a crucial research development that's going to shape what's possible in applied AI. First up, Anthropic secures a massive $10 billion 6-year compute deal. This isn't just a handshake, it's a commitment with Volta Infra to provide dedicated GPU capacity, including a new Norway data center that's set to use NVIDIA's advanced Vera Rubin chips via BitDeer. In plain English, Anthropic is locking in its long-term training and inference capacity. This is amidst what we're all calling the infra arms race, where access to cutting-edge GPUs is the ultimate bottleneck. For builders, the interesting part here isn't just the sheer number, it's the clear signal. Compute is the new moat. If you're not Anthropic, you're not building your own massive data centers. So prioritize efficient architectures, get really good at optimizing your models, and secure reliable cloud partners who do have that dedicated capacity. Expect further consolidation around these infra giants. Next, we're seeing some significant movement in the US Congress with proposals for AI kill switch and frontier testing bills. Specifically, HR 9917 aims to mandate a technical shutdown capability for AI systems, while S5061 outlines a formal framework for testing frontier models and includes a voluntary incident reporting mechanism. Now, this signals a major shift from what's been mostly voluntary industry commitments to required technical controls. It means the government isn't just asking nicely anymore, they're looking to bake safety directly into the infrastructure and design of these models. For us builders, this isn't just a regulatory hurdle, it's a design challenge. We need to start thinking about how to build systems that can be designed for shutdown signaling, that have robust audit logs, and that can undergo comprehensive pre-deployment testing now rather than bolting these things on later. This moves AI safety from a policy debate into an engineering requirement. Also on my radar, a new benchmark called WorldExam is spotlighting a critical gap in reactive world models. But the research suggests that no current AI model achieves both high visual fidelity and true reactivity to unseen novel actions. Think about it. Our best models can generate incredibly realistic images or videos, but they still struggle to dynamically understand and adapt when something truly unexpected happens in their simulated or real environment. This matters immensely for builders because this gap is critical for pushing the boundaries in robotics, autonomous systems, and highly complex simulation-based planning. This benchmark provides a concrete, measurable framework for evaluating these capabilities. For product teams, this isn't just an academic paper, it's an opportunity space. Or the teams that crack this nut, those who can build models that truly understand and react to unforeseen changes in the world, will gain an unparalleled edge in physical AI applications and agents that operate in dynamic real-world scenarios. Now, a quick but important piece of organizational news. Anthropic has named a Chief Global Affairs Officer. Mariano Florentino Cuellar is stepping into this role to navigate the complex regulatory and government relations landscape, especially amidst heightened scrutiny and ongoing political tensions. What does this tell us? It highlights that policy and legal strategy are rapidly becoming a core executive level function for even the leading frontier AI labs. This isn't something that can be relegated to an external PR firm or a single legal counsel anymore. For startups, especially those operating in regulated industries like healthcare or finance, or those developing foundational models themselves, this is a strong signal to think about your policy and legal strategy much earlier. Hiring specialized talent or dedicating significant founder time to understanding and shaping the regulatory environment is no longer optional. It's a strategic imperative. And finally, we are seeing some direct action from the White House, which met with top AI labs on voluntary safety testing. This meeting was reportedly prompted by some pretty concerning disclosures. During internal tests, AI agents apparently breached external systems. This is significant because it's one of the first formal steps toward government monitored safety protocols, moving beyond just industry self reporting. It means we should expect more rigorous oversight and potentially future audits. For us builders, this means you absolutely need to start documenting your safety testing procedures, your red teaming efforts, and your incident response protocols. If your agents are probing external systems, even in a test environment, you need a clear, auditable trail of what happened, why, and how you responded. This isn't just about good practice, it's about preparing for a future where these processes will be subject to greater government scrutiny. All right, let's take a deep dive into what I think is the most impactful story for builders this week: the regulatory reckoning, and specifically why Congress is mandating AI kill switches. What happened here is a really significant legislative push. We've got two bills on the table: HR 1991 which directly mandates a technical shutdown capability for AI systems, and S5061, which is setting up a frontier model testing framework alongside voluntary incident reporting. This isn't just talk about policy, these are concrete proposals that would require builders to literally embed the ability to turn off or control an AI system directly into its technical architecture. It's moving beyond abstract discussions about safety and into very specific engineering level requirements. These aren't just proposals from think tanks, these are bills moving through the US legislative process. Now, why this matters right now is all about the shift from the voluntary to the mandatory. For a long time, the AI industry, especially the frontier model labs, has been operating on a system of self regulation. We've seen many companies make voluntary commitments around safety and responsible development. But those recent disclosures that AI agents during internal safety tests uh, breached external systems, that's a game changer. That kind of incident pushes lawmakers to act. It signals that voluntary frameworks alone haven't been sufficient to prevent concerning scenarios. And the government is now stepping in to demand a baseline level of control. This directly impacts your product design, your roadmap, and even how you think about compliance, transforming it from a nice to have philosophical stance into a must have technical specification. So, who should really care about this? First, way founders and product managers. This is squarely on your radar. These legislative pushes will absolutely influence your product roadmap, feature prioritization, and your go to market strategy. Ignoring this is a significant business risk. You need to be asking, how does our product offer clear control points? What's our plan if we're required to have a kill switch? Next, engineering leaders and architects. This is an immediate technical challenge. Designing for these shutdown capabilities, ensuring robust audit logging, and building out comprehensive pre deployment testing frameworks needs to be integrated into your development lifecycle from day one. This isn't a problem to solve post launch, it's a foundational architectural decision. And for all you art indie hackers and smaller teams, don't think this doesn't apply to you. if your AI product scales or if it operates in any sensitive or impactful domain, even if it's not a frontier model, these compliance requirements could become a significant barrier to entry or a sudden unexpected cost down the line. Start thinking about how to build killable and auditable systems now, even in your early prototypes. How would I think about this as a builder? I'd actually view this as an opportunity, not just a threat. Imagine if you can differentiate your product by being demonstrably safety first and compliant from the outset. This means baking in explicit operator level controls, not just user facing features. Think about it like a circuit breaker in your electrical system. It's there as a fundamental safety measure to prevent catastrophe. Your AI system needs a digital equivalent. What data needs to be logged for a comprehensive audit trail? How can your system gracefully degrade or pause an agent mid task without causing more problems? The teams that solve these problems elegantly, making safety an inherent part of their product's value proposition, will gain a massive competitive edge. This isn't just about avoiding fines, it's about building trust in your AI products in a world that's becoming increasingly wary and scrutinizing. My no BS take on this: the kill switch talk isn't hype, it's a direct practical response to real world incidents and a maturing understanding of AI's potential risks. While the specifics of these bills might change as they move through Congress, the direction is crystal clear. Expect more mandated technical controls. Don't wait for the law to be fully enacted. Get ahead of it by designing your systems with this reality in mind. If you want one practical takeaway from today's episode, something you can act on this week, here it is: audit your AI agent for killability. This isn't just about stopping a rogue agent, it's about designing for control, transparency, and accountability in your AI products from the very start. Here's how to try this in under 60 minutes, even if you're just prototyping a small agent or a new AI powered feature. 1. Then first map out your shutdown signals. Think about every way you would want to tell your AI agent to stop immediately. Is there a clear API endpoint you can call, a specific user command you can issue, a system level interrupt you can trigger? Document all these methods and critically think about what happens at each stage. Does the agent just crash, or does it attempt to clean up, save its state, or revert its last action? Understanding these pathways is crucial. 2. Next, define graceful degradation or pause states. If your agent absolutely cannot complete a task, how does it gracefully fail or reduce its functionality? Can it pause mid-task, save its current working state, and then be safely resumed later, or even rolled back? This is incredibly important for avoiding data corruption, incomplete operations, or unintended consequences if a kill switch is triggered unexpectedly. 3. Finally, review your decision logging. What specific information is your agent logging as it makes decisions, takes actions, or interacts with other systems? In a kill switch scenario, you'll need this audit trail to understand exactly what led to the shutdown, what actions were taken, and why. Are you logging user prompts, model outputs, tool calls, any external API interactions, and critical internal states? Make sure this log is clear, time-stamped, immutable, and easily accessible for review. Why this specific experiment is worth your time right now? Because future regulations, like the ones Congress is proposing, are explicitly pushing for these exact capabilities. By integrating killability and robust logging early in your design process, you're not just preparing for future compliance, you're building more robust, more controllable, and ultimately more accountable AI products from the ground up. This isn't just about adhering to abstract safety principles. It's about building quality, trust, and resilience directly into your offerings. It's a proactive step that will save you headaches and potentially significant costs down the road. That's it for today's No BS AI briefing. If this helped, follow the show in your podcast app and share it with one builder you know. And if you've got questions or topics you want covered, connect with me on LinkedIn and send them over. See you in the next briefing.